Hey guys, this is just a quick little warning that we had some technical errors with this episode. So Nouf's microphone sounds a little weird, but hope you still enjoy, and I apologize for that.
Wait,
Well, wait, why are you gonna clap?
let me do it. Okay.
Welcome to the Right Brains Fetuses podcast.
Right Brains Fetuses Podcast.
Did I say it wrong?
Right Brains
Right-
Fetuses
Right
Podcast.
Brained Fetuses
Fetuses.
podcast.
What was that?
Anyways,
Hello, everyone. Today,
today we're gonna be talking about the importance of having fun and not taking everything so seriously. It's very well fitting with my real life situation. I feel like I'm just so young, and it's so hard for me to just fuck around and have fun,
yeah,
and that's kind of sad.
we're only 19. That's a little depressing.
Do you think that what you do is fun, like on a daily basis? Do you think generally your life is fun?
Yeah, I'd say so. If not for the stress, yeah. Because I don't think stress is necessary, but it comes with doing what's fun for me to the best that I can do it. You know?
But like even your hobbies and stuff, I like everything. Do you think?
Yeah, I
think
think
you-
it's fun. Because I don't know, I do what I like. And I also give a lot of room for the things that I love to do, regardless of their like reward. So besides schoolwork and stuff that stress me out, which even though I have fun doing because I enjoy what I'm studying, I still I do things that I don't know. You have to make your life fun. I don't think it's gonna be fun on its own. You have to just the sounds today. God. Anyway,
It's okay. It's like background noise.
yeah. It's not cute on a podcast.
It's like
That's fine.
New York scenery.
No. Yum.
So you have? Would you say you have hobbies?
Yeah.
What are your hobbies?
Well, besides what I'm.
So wait, 'cause it
What?
sounds like you're about to say that your work is your hobby.
No.
Okay, so what are you gonna say?
Those are my hobbies, but they're
What are your
also my
hobbies?
work now.
You're not being specific. What is your
Okay.
What are your hobbies?
I don't know, photography, painting more so now is less relevant to me before as a hobby, but
Okay.
painting, I don't know, video editing,
You don't see it as work?
that's what I'm saying. Like it's both my work and my hobby, which is why I like enjoy what I do, but at the same time, hobbies that I don't make my work. I don't know, reading, watching TV, stuff like that. It's a hobby for me though because I'm consistent. Like you don't really consider watching TV a hobby, but for me it is because it's something that makes
I
me
think
really
it's a
happy.
hobby.
Yeah, and I don't know.
I like cheesy rom-coms.
Yeah.
It's like a hobby of mine.
Really?
Yeah. Like I like shitty movies. Like I like watching those like Adam Sandler movies.
Oh my god.
Or like the ones with Jennifer Aniston, like those like really corny. Those are the best. Like wait, the 50 First Dates, is that what it's called? Have you heard of Bedtime Stories?
Yeah.
The Adam Sandler movie.
Oh my god.
That's not a rom-com. Actually, it is a rom-com. I just
But yeah,
realized,
but
kind
it's
of.
like
It's more like
yeah.
yeah. But
I love those. They like give good vibes. They're feel good movies.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's why I like them, because they're not like good movies if you think about it. Like they're kind of predictable and like whatever, but they're good.
Yeah.
So I kind of struggle with I can't say that word.
Distinguishing?
Distinguishing
Yeah.
what's like my hobby and what's like work stuff. And I guess it doesn't really matter, but
Yeah.
I just was asked the other day, like, what are my hobbies? And I kind of just don't know what to say. Do I say like
You were asked that?
I like filming stuff, like just taking my camera out on like a nice sunny day and just like filming random shit.
Yeah.
Then every now and then, like I'm like, okay, but I'm like, I'm like, am I gonna use this? And then I'm like, no. So then I just don't do it. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. I did that a lot last semester where I filmed a bunch of stuff that I like, but I just never did anything with it. So I was like, what's the point? Because I don't know. I mean, it's hard. I don't know. Now that you ask that question, it's making me think that, like, what really do I enjoy anymore that doesn't stress me out? And it's kind of sad,
Well, I
honestly.
mean, are there so any what are your hobbies like outside of the creative stuff? Like what you're into? You like? Don't you do fitness?
Yeah, I
Would you
like
consider
working
that a
out.
hobby?
Yeah,
Yeah. Does that stress you out?
no,
So then that's a hobby, right?
unless I'm not
Also,
doing
I feel
it
like can
enough.
hobbies stress you out? I feel like they
Yeah,
can, can't you? Can't wait, can they?
they can. They definitely can, because, well,
I mean, I guess they can, right? Anything can stress you out.
that's true.
Yeah, hobbies can stress you out. But
But that's isn't the point of a hobby to like something you like to do. Let's literally search the definition of
yeah,
hobby.
because I don't really, because now I'm thinking like, what is the true definition of a hobby? Because I don't, I think we're mixing up hobby with like,
An activity done
that,
regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure.
okay, so it's, okay. So then maybe I don't know if it should stress you out. Because if it's stressing you out, that means it's not for pleasure,
That's what
right?
I'm saying.
If I'm
So
watching like an Adam Sandler movie, I'm not like stressing out
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
you're not.
I
So I
get, but sometimes
guess
like if I go to the gym, sometimes it stresses me out. Like, oh, I got to do this, and if I do it like too much in one week, then it starts feeling like a chore,
yeah.
and then that's not fun. It's just like, is that really a hobby anymore?
It depends. Now I'm really like
I'm just saying. Do you think that okay? So you do have hobbies. You'd say
I
that you have
do.
hobbies. The word they don't stress you out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's for me that's like reading, watching TV,
Mm-hmm.
anime specifically. 'Cause That
Anime.
specifically that because
That's disgusting.
okay, that's literally not. It's so good. And
I
I
just think
love
it's
it because
overrated.
it takes me away. Like I get so I consider it a hobby, like an actual activity, because I have to, like when I once I start a series and I get so like wrapped into it, like it truly gives me so much, like it satisfies
Hmm.
me so much, like it literally eases my mind because it takes me into this whole other realm with
Yeah,
like other worldly kind of characters and rules. Like it just takes me away from my reality. So like I feel like so invested in it. That's
that's
why I love
fair.
it.
That's fair.
That and also like working out, especially because even if it does stress me out in the moment, it's immediately released by my
Right.
workout. Like I don't,
Oh, it's like the
yeah,
greatest feeling
yeah,
after you're done.
literally. So
Yeah, it's so good.
I get so satisfied. I feel like happy when I do it in the day, and especially in the morning. And like I feel like just I mean my day's a lot better already. So
Yeah.
I consider those things strictly hobbies that I don't ever stress about.
Okay.
Um, and yeah,
You think if you didn't have those hobbies, you'd be way less happy?
yeah,
Would you consider yourself even happy right now?
yeah,
Okay.
I'd say so.
Do you think okay, so I think everyone can agree that if you don't really have hobbies, aka like your pleasure time is just kind of like you're probably not that happy, right?
Yeah, because those are your those are your break times too. Um,
Mhm.
doing your hobbies, having your break. Like so, without break times, obviously you're not gonna be happy. You're just gonna be stressed out all the time, and who wants that? Honestly,
Do you think
it's.
working hard is overrated? Wait,
I have
actually,
yet to find out.
wait, do you know the do you know the YouTuber Casey Neistat?
Yeah, I do.
Um, so for anyone who doesn't know, he was like a YouTuber who posted like a vlog every single day. That was like his mission. And his whole like brand was just like work, 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 like no time for
Seriously?
chilling out. Yeah, and for a while like um I was just like, I was such a fan of that. I was like, yeah, like he's such a badass. Like he's a hard worker. He works
Cap
every
proof.
day, all day. And then he like, he just quit because he was about to get a divorce because he felt like he just didn't spend enough time with his family. Like he basically like,
Well, duh.
yeah, obviously. And like now I'm looking back at all that and I'm like, I can't believe that like people were like praising that lifestyle. Like that's such a bad way to live.
That is.
Where all you have to show is just like work and you don't have any time to hang out with family,
Yeah.
friends, go out and just like go on a walk or like
So
just do
working
fun things.
hard is
do
overrated. But
so you think that whole
but
like idea
why I said I've yet to find out is because like I work hard, even though I make time for these things. I do work hard, but I just want to see
Yeah.
what pays off from how
Okay.
much at work I'm putting. That's why I said that. So I've yet to find out if all this hard work will get me where I want. And I'm only 19, so I have like so much to go. So much work I've yet to put in and see. How about you? Do you think it's? I mean,
I think it is overrated.
yeah.
I think you have to work hard, like a healthy amount, but I think you also have to work smart.
Yeah.
Just like be really efficient, make connections. I think in New York City, like specifically, because I can't really speak about anywhere else.
Yeah.
From the time I've lived here, like I've just realized that you just kind of have to like talk to people. Like the more people you know, like the better your chances are at like
That's what I'm
succeeding here.
saying.
So I feel like that whole idea of like work, like the whole Gary Vee.
No.
Okay, he's also like one of those guys. It's just like I work my fucking ass like every day, like 24 hours. Like I sleep 2 hours a night. It's like, come on, like
That's like
come on.
why that yeah like what you trying to drive yourself to suicide probably.
Yeah, and like that's you shouldn't be promoting that lifestyle. It's just
Yeah.
not. It's just not a. Because you just like out for what? Like
It doesn't
for
pay
what?
off. It doesn't because
Enjoy your days. Like
Yeah,
go out and
that's
like
what I'm
do
saying.
fun stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like what you said about in New York, at least you just have to talk. That's so true because you don't have to work until you like bawl your eyes out every night or like until you literally like want to cry. You don't have to get to that extent. You can just work a healthy amount, but with networking and just having the right connections, I feel like, and this is why I came here, exactly why I came here, because New York, the more, like, you just have to network so well and you have to keep talking to people and you have to, because you never know, like, who likes what of your work and who gets you to do what and what position you get into just by talking to someone. Talking to a lot of people, staying well connected, like, that's why it's in a way a city where you have to work hard, but where you also don't have to work that hard. You have to work smart.
Yeah.
I feel like now that you mentioned that point.
Yeah. I know we keep on saying the same thing, basically how we just have to work a healthy amount. And to be honest, I just keep on repeating it because it's kind of like I'm just trying to convince myself. It's like this is like therapy to me. And for anyone to know, like that's the whole reason why I want to do this podcast is that like first of all, it's just like fun. It's just like fun to just talk about.
I love
things.
having this podcast.
And it's
so
also like it's low key like free therapy, you know. So it's
well,
like
talking about stuff that stresses you out.
Just getting it all off my chest.
Yeah, it's definitely a form of therapy. It's super helpful because you feel less alone because it's really easy to get in your head about stuff you're stressed about. I can vouch for this 100% because I get in my head about anything I'm stressed about.
Yeah.
And I just feel so alone. Like I feel like I'm the only one, even though I know I'm not. I just feel like, oh my god, I have this, and this to do, and I'm just so stressed out.
But that's the whole purpose of this podcast
Yeah.
is like to show people that like I mean, I'm sure everyone deals with all these thoughts. Like, am I working hard enough? Am I not having fun enough? Am I not like talking to people enough? Am I like
Am I doing the wrong
Am I even
thing?
talented?
Yeah,
like, what am I doing here? Should I even be in
Is
New
it
York?
worth
Is
it?
it worth it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. High risk. What's the quote?
High risk, high reward.
high reward. That's the whole. I feel like that should be the motto for New York.
High risk, high reward.
It's high risk because it's like expensive and the city can drive you crazy if you don't succeed. But if you make it here, I mean, I'd rather be successful in New York than in
Anywhere
Tennessee.
else,
Yeah.
honestly,
Um,
because I feel like that just says a lot. But
so let's switch topics. This is something you wanted to talk about.
yeah, I think it's interesting. Okay, so back when I was in high school, my video production teacher showed us this video called "Copy of a Copy." I think that's what it's called. So
Copy of a copy.
So basically, it just explain the idea that nothing is ever original anymore, and everything is just a copy of a copy. Literally, what the statement says, self-explanatory, and it's like it starts off as something new, then someone like parodies it, and then I forgot. And it was like a three-step thing of how like this stuff works. This copy of a copy idea, and it's just questioning like is everything just a copy? Like, can you ever
Yeah.
truly make anything original anymore? And when you're finding inspiration from something, oh, this inspired me. Did it inspire you? Or are you low key copying it? And by what standard is something copied? By what standard? Like, does it have to look exactly the same? Does it have aspects that are the same? Because a lot of times this happens a lot in music too. I realize is that not
Like,
sampling,
yeah.
because sampling is okay. That's normal. Like, you're just straight up and acknowledging that you've sampled the song, or whatever. Like, so many Biggie songs are being sampled. Like, I see that so much in rap now. But anyway, so for example, something like that where they acknowledge it and you can kind of tell it's just Biggie Smalls. But is it like that, or like? But there are cases where in music they just like it's the same like scale of notes, like it sounds around the same, and then they like have one part like the bridge of the song is like similar, so everyone's like, oh, they copied that song, like, oh my
Yeah.
god, like so unoriginal, like, and they just attack. But then again, like there's only so many set of notes in that like scale. I don't know, like I hope people get what I'm talking about.
I do. I think the term like copy of a copy is interesting because like are you talking about like how everyone's influenced by someone or something?
In a sense, yeah, like it's
Because
like that. But
okay.
what influenced or like influenced by, or you like kind of, I don't know, what does influence even mean?
I think it I just think humans we see something and then it's just if our brain if our brain really likes it, it's just gonna store that image in our head. And then maybe later in life sometime like it'll come back and we're like, oh, I kinda maybe even subconsciously like you just like
Yeah,
use that as a reference for what you're making.
because that comes a lot for me subconsciously, and it scares me because I feel like, oh my god, am I like replicating? Like I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm sure I mean that's the whole like complication of being like an artist, right? Is that everyone
Yeah,
wants to be like like a real one. Everyone
yeah.
wants to be like
Everyone wants to have original things, but what does original mean anymore?
yeah,
Because
I mean
you just can't.
you just can't.
It's done. It's been done at this point, and that's weird because at some point it wasn't obviously like this. The idea of like an apple falling from a tree was such a shocker that someone thought of that. Now that
Well,
thought comes around like, I'm talking about gravity, obviously, but
but you don't think that the originality can come from like
the way things are
the
perceived.
well, not just that, but like what the art is actually saying. Because sometimes because I feel like, are you talking about like styles and stuff? Because like, let's say if you're doing like a painting and you're painting about, maybe I'm a painter and I'm painting about like some experience I had in my childhood. No one else can replicate that moment in my childhood because no one else lived that. So, but the styles might be influenced by Picasso or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
So, are you talking about like replicating the style, or what do you mean? Because isn't that the original part? Is like the meaning of it, like what's actually being shown?
yeah. I mean, I just think that that's true, and no one can replicate it because it's you. Like, it's your experience. The style can be replicated. I'm talking about style too, but I'm also talking about that experience is probably not as original as you think. Probably many people have experienced that exact moment in their life. Like, we're 7 billion people.
That's true. That's true.
And even though maybe it hasn't been represented that way, I still think that I don't know. That's just what I think, but like, then again, it could also, I think it's just how you depict things. Like, how well you can depict that moment. Even if it is like a similar style to something else, like I don't know. I'm
Okay.
talking style wise, I'm talking experience wise, like obviously, but I don't know. That's what I also want. That's the question I also want to ask. Is that like what makes it, because everything is the same. Like everyone has the same experiences. We technically all experience like similar things. We all draw style inspiration that's probably been done before. We don't even realize it. Hence, copy of a copy, where nothing is really original anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Since all of that, then what makes something stand out anymore, and by what standard?
I think if anyone says that what captures their attention is the originality of something, I think they're bullshitting.
Yeah,
I feel like what actually captures people,
it's something they relate to unconsciously.
yeah, I feel like it could be a million things, but I
Yeah,
don't think that originality is.
a thing anymore.
I don't think it was ever a thing, to be honest, right? Because even back then, being original was actually like no one praised originality, right? Like if you look back at like those like old European dudes painting, like they all look the same, all the paintings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever the Renaissance or whatever happened, and they started like uh, painting people like more abstract paintings, like whenever they started taking opioids and all that, and they started like painting
Yeah,
weird stuff, like that was not praised. That was not welcome. Like people did not like that because it was so weird and different. Um, I don't know. I just feel like if it's yeah, I guess I definitely agree with what you're saying. I don't think anything is original.
yeah, I don't think
But
so.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
I think it's makes it more interesting because I feel like we're all copies of a copy. We're all the same. We're literally all copies of each other, just like a combination of different. Like think now, it's like if they really think about it, it's kind of not trippy, but like it's kind of weird
I
because
mean,
like
yeah, I mean, yeah, we are. I don't think everything is 100% like.
not the same.
Yeah, it's
Same is
not
not the
everything's
word.
like completely like a replica. It's more like I think everything is just influenced by everything because
I
it's
think
just
everything is cohesive.
yeah.
I don't
I don't know.
know.
It's complicated because you're talking about all art. Like you're not specifying a
I know.
specific medium.
I know.
So that's why every time you make a statement, I'm like, wait, but does that work for this and that and this and that? So I'm like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't think I'm well like.
I don't think
I
anyone's
don't think I have like what's it called, like such a
vast.
yeah, like library of art in my head where I could
Yeah.
like I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe I should hit up the Met. Really
I'm
look
not
at
even
it.
just talking about like paintings. I'm talking that's yeah,
Well,
cuz
cause
I
yeah, I mean it's just everything's so different. It's like music. It's like yeah,
but again it's
obviously like
not. Like
everyone kind of sounds the same these days, right?
but even think about it like across mediums, like music in relation to paintings and like next to movies and movies next to anything really. I think so because every time I see like I don't know, I see sometimes like a movie or I hear a song and I'm like that gives me like the same energy, the same like I don't know
Well, okay,
vibe of
so yeah, because
like
art's supposed to reflect reality, right?
yeah. So in a way,
That's how it's the most successful because people love relating with art that they're looking at. Like that's right. Like if you hear a rap song that's talking about stuff that you relate with, you like that song. Or if it's like a movie that like you just fell in love with the main character, it's just like it works like that. So obviously, like art can't be 100% original in something you've never seen before because it's art. It's supposed to literally reflect reality. So how can you make something that's just so out of this world, weird, that no one can relate to? I mean, you can go try, but it's like no one's gonna want to see that because why? I don't know what I'm saying. I just like I don't even know. This is such a interesting topic. I don't know. I just like
I know that's why I brought it up because it's like weird to think about. It's kind of intense.
um. So, do you compare yourself to others often? Because I mean, that's a dumb question if I just say, do you compare yourself to others? Because obviously you do. Everyone does.
Often is the emphasis.
Um, do you do you think you compare yourself to others daily on a daily basis?
In what sense? In every sense, or like in any
No,
sense?
purely on your artistic side. Artistic side.
Yeah, it's really unhealthy, but I'm not gonna lie, I do because it's hard not to when you have social media. I feel like especially, and that's such a cliche topic because it's so true.
Yeah.
And that's why I like the hobbies that I have because they have nothing to do with social media. Like I strictly like they take me away from that, and it's a space where I don't feel the need to compare myself. Even though like it's hard, like even though it's weird because working out, usually people compare themselves even when they're working out. But for me, like it's really not. Like I feel so in touch with my body and like what I'm doing, what movement I'm doing. Like I just feel so like
Hmm.
together that it makes me feel like I don't know. It just takes me away from that. So that's why it's hard with art and your work. Whatever is your work, I could be like, if all my, I don't know how to explain because like now I said like a lot of my hobbies are work too, but now they're not considered hobbies, right? Like my photography and all that, they're considered my work because
Yeah.
I'm trying to monetize them at some point. I don't know what specifically yet, but I know at some point I want to monetize what I do. And
Mm.
so that's why I stress so much about them. So because I don't know, like I don't know. I just those stuff I feel the need to compare myself because I know because there's so many people who already do what I do and are already at a level far like a level
You
that I want to
you also
reach.
go to art school. So like
Literally.
you
So
you guys literally have to critique each other's work. So you basically have to.
I have to look at other people's
But
work.
do you think that's such a bad thing to compare yourself? Because it's almost like competition.
It's good, but it also can like it definitely motivates me more so than like
Makes you
ruins
insecure.
me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It can't obviously too much of anything is bad for you and like seeing so much of consuming so much of other people's work can definitely like I don't know. Can definitely I don't know, crush your spirit a little bit for me at least. Because it's just like I'm not trying to do what they do. I'm trying to do my own thing, but will I ever like give off the impression that they did?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
That's what kind
Yeah.
of not like crushes me, but like that's what kind of makes me nervous is that
Mm.
like like wow they gave such a strong impression like will I ever be able to do that with my work? That's what I think. Not like oh I wish I could do exactly what they do because that's not what I'm looking for. It's I just want to give the same impression that they gave me. But I don't know. How about you?
I just think I don't know. I like being competitive.
Hmm.
So if I think someone's better than me, I mean, yeah, maybe it's unhealthy, but I just want to like be better than them.
No, yeah,
And
same.
it just motivates me to like make stuff and just try to be better.
Hmm.
Um and again, I like not trying to replicate what they're doing and make that better. It's more
Yeah,
like just kind of that feeling I got from their stuff, like you said, the
giving the same
impression.
impression. Yeah.
I want that too.
Hmm.
I want to impress people. It's like that. But sometimes that leads me to like another point. It's like so the whole point of art is like you're trying to like portray something, you're trying to like say something. You're just trying to have a voice in something,
Hmm.
right? But sometimes it feels like some people do it for ego or do it for just do it for other people to see that they're like an artist. How do I say that? It's like
Like performatively try to. I think I know what you mean, but
are you making this because you wanted to and had to, or are you making this just to show me that yeah, I don't know what I'm saying.
that you can do this.
Yeah, but then it's also like it's
That
kind of
doesn't
the same
make
thing.
sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Because why would they feel the need to prove it? I
Hmm.
think I know what you mean. Like,
I just think that like I don't know, being insecure about like your work and stuff is just kind of like you just can't be insecure.
You can't. Because, like,
You could be insecure about like your the technical skills. I could see that.
yeah, like your craft itself, like,
Like how good you are at Adobe Premiere, like Adobe Illustrator or something,
yeah,
or Photoshop, or I don't know, screen printing, whatever your thing is.
yeah. But
But I think a little insecurity is healthy. You know, you can't be like
yeah, obviously,
cocky
arrogant.
butt face.
Yeah, butt face.
Well, I'm just trying to curse less because my mom told me not to curse.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I've been being conscious of too, because I don't want to.
The thing is, I've never cursed in front of my parents, like ever, in person.
Really?
Yeah, I think I said "damn" once in front of my dad, and I don't think either he just pretended he didn't hear it or he just didn't notice it. But I was saying it to like a friend or something, and I turned around, my dad's right there. So I don't know if he heard it or not, but that's like it. Other than that, I've just never cursed in front of my parents.
Imagine he's like listening to this right now.
I've told him before. I'm like, "Are you sure you didn't hear it?" He's like, "No." He says he doesn't. He didn't hear it, but I don't. I just don't know how you couldn't have heard it. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's damn. It's not even like that bad of a word. I just keep on saying it. Yeah. One time I heard my little brother say the F word,
Oh,
and I came out of my room and he was playing Wii.
we
He was playing like Wii tennis,
curse that we.
and I just looked at him and he just looked so guilty. And
Why
I'm
is
like,
this so
and I
funny?
used that against him for so long because he was so little. He was like 8 years old and he just said the F word.
8?
Oh, he was so young. I didn't even know he knew the word. It was so funny, and I used that against him.
Oh God.
Um,
Damn.
I mean, do you curse in front of your parents? Too personal.
No, I
Anyways, role
don't.
models.
I
What next subject?
like I don't. I usually don't. I can. That's like considered disrespectful, so I don't. I mean, it slipped out. Obviously, everyone like screws up, but I don't.
Not me.
Okay.
I only messed up once.
Okay, Saint. Please relax. Anyway, role models.
These are your notes.
I know these are my notes. I feel like they're all like cohesive in the same topic because role models, like you inspire by role models, you create a copy, you don't create a copy of a copy, like it was all.
I'm not crapping
No.
on your notes. I have to like find an alternative for every bad
You
word.
can just say pooping.
I'm not pooping on your notes.
Okay.
Do you have role models?
It's like, I hate these kind of questions because it's like asking what your favorite movie is. And I hate that kind of question because, like, I have many role models. Like, I look up to a lot of artists, but for different things, obviously. And, not necessarily look up to them, but just like for their certain qualities. So I wouldn't say like I love them all around because like obviously not every artist is a perfect human being inside out.
You don't like worship them. You don't like treat them like idols.
Yeah, like they're not idols. Like they're not like I have a
Yeah.
shrine for them and I like love them so much. But yeah, like I do. Like I think I have a big appreciation for a lot of artists and specific things that they do. And it doesn't even have to be like someone famous or like celebrities. Always, it's just people could be people around me, could be whoever like that I appreciate certain qualities in their work. I mean, I do have like one artist that like just because I grew up on their music and just like I don't know from what
DJ Khaled.
yeah. How'd you know? I'm just kidding. No, but
That was a joke.
obviously.
In case, no, I know, but I just don't know if. I just feel like I just insulted someone.
DJ Khaled?
Khaled.
I assure you, no one was assaulted by
Okay.
DJ Khaled being their favorite artist. But anyway, yeah, I do have like one artist that
So who is it?
Kurt Cobain.
Oh, okay.
because like I first heard of Nirvana and I was like, oh, whatever, cool. And then I heard like their main stuff, like songs like Teen Spirit is so popular, like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then like I don't know. I honestly give thanks to my sister for a lot of the music I'm into today because she like found all that. But I like some bands that she showed me she didn't like as much, but I really loved, so I dived into them. Because
Yeah.
grunge, metal, and rock, and less so of rock, I would say, but like heavy metal and grunge specifically, really like is a big part of I don't know. Like I can go on and on about this, but I'm gonna sum up and say that they've been a huge part of my experience growing up since like elementary,
Hmm.
or maybe not elementary, but maybe like middle school. Um, but I think elementary was more so like classical music, but I don't know.
What?
Yeah, because I grew up playing piano, so
Well, okay.
so that's why I was like I just also my mom. Honestly, my whole family. Honestly, I'm gonna flex so hard on this, but my whole family has great music taste, and I'm so blessed for that because
Well, that's cocky.
okay, but yeah, it's great. And anyway, I grew up and whatever she, I don't know. I ended up hearing about Nirvana from her, and um, and yeah, I don't know. I just started looking into his demos, into his like life and stuff, and I just like I don't know. I really loved who he is as a person, even though he's dead.
Can you remind me like a song?
Sounds like Teen Spirit, Lithium, Dumb. I don't know if you know too much about them, but those are
I
like their most
don't.
famous stuff. Um, but I really liked like hearing the inspiration about all the albums. No one's probably
Yeah.
like I'm just rambling on about Kurt Cobain, but he's like
No.
the only artist truly like through and through. Like I love so much and really consider maybe not a role model. I just have such a deep appreciation for it. I can't say role model because role model like means someone you look up to in all aspects is like a saint to you.
That's why I don't.
I
That's why
don't.
it's really hard for me to see. Like to be honest, I mean, I just feel like it's in like my college essays. I remember being asked about like who are your role models.
Really?
Yeah, I think that was one of like the options for the essay. I don't think I chose that one for
Good.
this reason because I just don't. I don't know what to say for that. Like they're artists I appreciate
Mm-hmm.
and I am very influenced by, but like
Role models.
role models, it just sounds they're literally like the model that you're supposed to follow, and I just don't.
Yeah. So maybe
If
not
anything,
artists.
if anything, I mean, it just sounds corny, but my parents.
Yeah, so I was gonna say
guess.
that. I was like, it should just be your parents probably. And
My mom's like a crazy hard worker, so
Mm-hmm.
I take that from her, and my dad's just like the most ambitious dude I know. So it's just like
yeah,
I
no.
feel like I got the two best qualities of them. That's it. I don't know like who. I don't know. It's just like weird to call someone that you don't know a role
That's
model.
what I'm saying. That's why I don't say I don't have role models.
Yeah.
Like, I think my mom, my biggest role model, because same reason she's just crazy hardworking, and I don't know. I feel like just raised me so right. So I really like she's my role model through and through. That's why I can't say that about artists or celebrities. Like it's weird. Like I always have an
You don't even
appreciation.
know them. You
Yeah,
don't
you
even
don't
know
even
what
know
they
them. That's
do
what I'm
on-
saying.
yeah.
Like that's why I said like Kurt Cobain for a second, but then I was like not really a role model because
Well, maybe
But
he
he-
inspires you or influences you.
at
But
such a deep level.
Yeah, I
like
wouldn't-
that's
yeah.
why. But no, I wouldn't say I like would want to be like him because he was also a drug addict. Like that is not to shit on him, but like he had his reasons. It's just that he was very like complicated. Just never
not a life you'd like
not
to
a, not a
live.
life I'd like to live. Honestly, it's
Yeah.
just also really sad and depressing. And every time like I think about how much I truly appreciate him, but like it's really depressing, because yeah. And also, Kurt Cobain did not commit suicide. I just want to put that out there. Anyway,
Controversial
yeah,
take.
very controversial, but just watch Soaked in Bleach, everyone. It's a good documentary. Anyway, collaborative work. How are you feeling about it?
I love collaborating.
I know you do. That's why I put it down.
I don't know. I just like being around people and working on things. I sound like a little kid. I like making friends. I don't know. I just feel like work, like, because we say work and work, but to me it's not work. Like to me it's like I'm just having fun. I get to like do fun things with my friends.
Let's track back to the
So
anxiety episode and then come back to the statement.
okay, whatever. I'm just saying that like
Whatever.
it's just weird, like because whenever like collaborating for me is just like hanging out, and then if you say artists, like that's just a term for my friends. So it's like
Yeah.
anyone that I really like talking to, and if we find out that we have some kind of mutual interest, because maybe we don't work in the same medium, but maybe like for example,
Bro, this podcast.
yeah, this podcast literally this is
Literally.
literally a result of a collaborative effort between us, because we have
Not very different like fields, but we don't like where we're going with what we're doing is different, kind of. Like
it's pretty different. I don't
Yeah.
do like any photography work.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't do any music at all.
That's true.
I'm more into film and design, so it's very yeah. But yeah, I mean, I just it's just like, and I think this is the first like year in my life where I realized that collaboration is actually fun, because I'm usually such a like egomaniac, and I'm just
Me
like
too.
love having control over shit.
That's why I still can't feel a way about not well. Actually,
Oh, what's happening here?
no. This podcast actually proves to me how much I like collaborative work. This one and other things you've worked on, honestly. But you're the only person I can say that about, because just other people, like, I don't know. Like, it's harder for because you actually like collaborative work, but I haven't met someone else really who's like so enthusiastic about collaborating, and that's why I was down to do this, and like also down to collaborate on other things, because like you seem enthusiastic. I don't like to collaborate with someone who just doesn't seem like they want to be there. I'm not gonna force anyone, and usually like the friends I have, like, just not really down like to collaborate, which fair. Like the friends I have, like especially from back home, don't have the same interests as me, which is totally cool. That's fine, but like I just expect that reaction now from a lot of artists or people I meet, just because like I don't know, a lot of people like to work alone too, so I don't know. I think it just I don't know.
Yeah,
I just never felt like such a collaborative energy from other people. So unless I'm feeling it from them, like I don't bother, honestly.
that's really true. I don't know. I just like realized that when I collaborate with someone, the result is usually better.
Yeah.
And if I'm being honest, like making stuff is not about having your name be the only name in the credits.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to put your ego aside and just realize that you're not perfect at everything, and that there are other people that can like fill those holes where you lack.
Yeah.
Those, yeah. So, and again, like it's just fun for me. I think I realized that like literally like a couple months ago. I just like realized that it makes it more fun, and
It is.
the result is usually better. That's not to say that sometimes I do want to work alone on things, or I want to
Obviously.
take like leadership in some roles, and like I mean some projects. But I mean, I just feel like people just have to collaborate. Sometimes I feel like people are just too like selfish with their stuff and just don't want to. I don't know, just go out and. Do you think it's just like a type of person thing, or do you think?
I think so, because some people might just be like, like, no, like, because that's me, because I know that because that's me, that was me. Now I kind of understand that, but I feel like that's still me in a lot of senses. A lot of things I still don't want to collaborate on, because I have it a certain way that I want.
That's normal though. Yeah.
I like very picky about a lot of things I create, and even when I do them alone, I can't even like it. So what makes you think like it's like you might help, but also like I feel like I didn't learn anything. You know, like I wanna look at my work and be like, ew, I hate that, so that I can do better next time. I don't want it to be like perfect anyway. I wanna, I don't know. I feel like it's my own growth in a sense, and a lot of things like I do, like for example, photography. Actually, I really do want to like stuff like, okay, my pictures that I take, solely my craft, but I would love to like collaborate with stylists or people good in makeup, like that can get the look that I want, so I can just focus on my own craft, like taking the pictures. Like that's something I definitely want to expand on collaboratively. Does that make collaboratively? Okay, I thought I wasn't. That wasn't a word for a second, but yeah, that probably is not a word. And
We're not
anyway,
making ourselves look very good.
yeah, we're
Our
not.
last episode was called College Dropout, and
And
we're
this
just
one-
like messing up words.
Yeah,
and,
this is really bad. This is literally fetus behavior. Like,
fetus energy.
okay,
I was gonna
that's
say,
not it. Anyway,
I don't know. I like making friends.
I like making friends.
It's just so easy to collaborate with people here. I don't know.
That's true.
And I still feel like I haven't collaborated that much. I just want to make a bunch of stuff with a bunch of people.
Does it ever feel like, because for me, like, I get so excited, I'm like, oh my god, I should collaborate with this, and then I'm like, but I know it's just an impulsive feeling, and I know later on I'm going to be like, this is work. I don't want to do this.
It's not only that, it's just sometimes you have to realize that you just probably won't mix very well with that person. Because, like, what really is what is the result? What do you want the result to look like? Where you can kind of see an influence from both artists, or you want to just be, like, its own product made by two different people? Like, do you want to see two different styles in one product, or is it just one product? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you kind of want to see a mix, right? That's what makes it interesting. Like when people do features on songs, or when there's like a collaboration with fashion.
You see two
It's
different
like
styles.
you want to see two different styles. You don't want to just be like some weird like new thing, right?
Yeah. That's true.
So it's kind of like sometimes you just won't mix well with that person, and you just can't really. Sometimes it's just like personalities.
Yeah, I agree.
But I know what you mean. Like sometimes you see someone's work and like, whoa, I would love to collaborate with that person. But then you meet them in person, or you really talk to them further, and you're just like, I just don't know how this would work. It just doesn't work. And again, like you said, I can kind of like see how that person. I can kind of see how much that person wants to work with me. If they really want to, I'll be able to tell.
Yeah.
If they don't want to, it's like I'm not gonna put energy into something. Because why?
Yeah, because I'm not
It's a
gonna.
waste of my time.
Yeah.
But it is important to have your own stuff.
Definitely. Otherwise, your collaborative work is pointless. Like
Exactly.
You can't. It's not gonna look any better.
I also think that you just don't have to take things that seriously.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to like. Again, that's how I see it. I just like those words like work and artist. Like to me, it's just like having fun with my friends. To be honest. That's this podcast. I just like get to talk about random stuff.
That's adorable.
Huh?
That's adorable.
I know I sound like a little kid.
No, but that's so cute.
I mean, I'm just saying, like my friend Riku helped me with a video I was making. I just needed some like B-roll of New York, and he's like, he offered me his drone, like to get some footage. And I said yes, but I was kind of panicking because I didn't know how to use a drone. I don't know how to fly a drone, and I was scared of crashing it. And he like totally offered. He's like, don't worry. Like I'll teach you. I'll go with you. Like it was a school day for him. Like he took half the day off so he could take me to Pier 17, and we got some footage on his drone. And that to me is like a successful collaboration. Those shots are 100% from Riku. It was just a friend and me having fun on like a Thursday evening where we were just at the pier getting shots with the drone. That's all it is. But if you want to make it sound more like professional, it's like two artists are collaborating for this product.
Yeah.
But really, it's just two friends having fun at the pier with his drone. Like that's it.
Honestly, I like that you bring up that it's not that intense. Like it's just fun, because a lot of times I feel like I'm not doing something professionally enough, and it stresses me out. Like I'm like, okay, like why aren't I putting enough work into this, and then I forget that I do these things because I love them. Like I don't know why I'm stressing so much. Like shoots especially, like
Yeah.
I have a shoot coming up this weekend that I have to do, but I'm making it sound so like professional, but really it's just like me gonna be at home, like with my makeshift studio, like looking
Mhm.
wallpaper and and my own camera. Like I don't have any special lights. I'm gonna like makeshift with that. And it's just me having fun, like shooting what I want
It's
to shoot.
fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I love doing
Just
that stuff.
hearing that, like that sounds like that's gonna be a
Yeah, it
fun
is, and
day.
I don't know
Yeah.
why. Like I let it stress me out this whole month. Like I was like, oh my god, and I think because the stress was so counterproductive. It's not like it got me to do anything. It just made me not like maybe postpone it because it felt like work. But now that I see it as something fun, I'm gonna do on a weekend. Like yeah, I'm so like ready for that. I'm not. I don't want to postpone it any further. I'm excited to do it. Like it's not anxiety, it's excitement.
Yeah.
So I feel like that that was a really important point you brought up
Did
because
you just cough on the mic?
I coughed away from the mic, actually. If I coughed on the mic, it would sound a lot different. Just saying. Just saying.
Hmm.
Anyway,
I want friends.
okay. It's, we're right here.
Marco, my friend from high school, is in this room right now. See, and we're both collaborating on a ton of stuff right now. Actually,
Is this,
we're getting our shit together, but
are you
we're
trying to,
working, huh?
alright, is this a plug for your,
No. I'm just saying. I'm just like this is just part. I'm just talking about like how working on things with friends is fun. You just can't make It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
Not that deep.
it's not.
That's Marco's favorite line. It's not that deep.
That's true. And I feel like making things so serious is just so counterproductive. Because
Professionalism is overrated.
that's very true. That's very true. And I don't like how, um, I don't know, egotistical and, I don't know.
What?
Like, there's a reason there's like those memes of like Parsons kids or like, I don't know, art kids like being so like posh. And there's a reason for that. And I hate that they're like, I hate that. I don't hate it, but like, it's just funny to me. Like, why is everything taken? Why is it so deep? It's just fun at the end of the
Well,
day. I don't know.
yeah, I feel like everyone wants to be taken seriously, right? And
'Cause true,
sometimes when
you're
you're saying that
trying
you're
to
just having
monetize,
fun,
but
sometimes people won't see you like if people think that you're not taking stuff seriously, they probably won't take you seriously.
that's true.
But I don't know, at a certain point you just kind of have to say like fuck that. Like you just have fun, do your thing. Obviously like get stuff done.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not we're not just like filling in like coloring books. Like we
Yeah,
do
like
have stuff to do.
yeah.
With the stuff we do, like there is purpose. There are deadlines. There are there's organization behind what we're doing. But I don't know. It's just like sometimes you have to just realize that what you're doing is supposed to be fun. That's the whole reason why you're here. That's the whole reason why you're doing stuff. It's just like, why wouldn't you be having fun? What are you doing? Why are you working with people you don't actually want to? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes, I've never experienced this, but my sister did. She did journalism in college, and sometimes with her friends is that they would not work with each other because maybe one friend had more followers than the other.
Seriously?
Yeah, and sometimes they just would choose not to work with each other because it's like, oh, like I'm above you.
Really?
They wouldn't say that, but I mean, come on.
I hate that. Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's like, come on, we're all in college. We're all in the same bucket. And like again, what is it then? What are you really doing this for? Are you doing this for your ego, or are you doing this for fun? Like, why are you
that, yeah.
doing what you're doing?
Yeah. That's a good point. I just hope I don't get to a point where it's like that for me. Like, I never want to, like, I want to do stuff because they're fun.
Get too cocky and
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't want to, yeah. I'm really, like, I know, and I know, I don't think I will, because I hate that kind of, I don't know, I feel at least like I'm a very down-to-earth person, and I mean, I hope people can feel that from me, but I think if you do things, I think everything's about intention. And if you do something, like, for the sake of having fun, or it just puts you at peace, or it brings you happiness, I feel like that's the way to work in life. That's the way to build. That's how you should. That's why you should do everything that you do. It's because it benefits you in some way, and not in the way that just means like status and money or whatever, but in a way that like personally, like you feel fulfilled. Like, and if that's the way, then I mean, I guess you can be a cocky, horrible person and have fun. But I don't know. I just think I don't even know if that point made sense. But
No, it makes sense. I just feel like all these things are very, personally for me, it just feels very down the road, or I just don't like,
what do you mean down the road?
I just don't see myself being like fully confident. I don't see myself
Yeah.
being confident enough to like turn down someone because I
Yeah.
feel like I'm better than them.
No, it's exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that shouldn't. Why? That's so like. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Like it should be fun to want to work
Like,
with someone.
yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to like please myself like, with my stuff. So it's kind of like, I don't know how you could get to the level where you're just like, I'm better than you. Leave me alone.
Literally, because
It's
there's
like,
always something to learn from everyone. Like, no matter how far ahead you think you are from someone, like,
yeah.
it doesn't matter what your follower fucking status is. Literally does not matter. It just matters, like,
I saw a meme once that was like, it was specific to Parsons kids, but I'm just gonna, it was just kind of like art students, as soon as they get 1,000 followers or something, just treat people differently. It was just something funny like that.
yeah.
Like they start acting like they're like micro influencers or stuff.
I hate that.
I just think it's just funny because it's just, I mean, it's like low key kind of accurate.
No,
the
it's
way
very
that people
accurate.
treat like social media. If you think about it, it's also stupid. It's like
Yeah.
all like, what actually matters is what you're doing and how you feel
Yeah.
about what you're doing. So
Your intention. Intention is so
intention,
important.
yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry this episode is so all over the place.
Yeah, it literally was not. I don't even know what to call it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, we can call it salad.
Huh?
Salad.
Salad?
Because it's a mix of like. That's so lame. Thanks for listening again. And if you're a new listener, then thanks for hearing the podcast.
Why are you talking like that?
I don't know. I just got super polite. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Anyways, apologies for the many topics covered in this episode. Was all over the place, but hope you still enjoyed it. Anyway, thanks. You're not gonna say bye?
Bye.
What the hell?
Bye. Thank you for listening. Wait, did you stop it?
No.
Okay.
This is so all over the
please,
place. I hate
there's a
this.
support button if you want to support the podcast. That's it. Please vote in our poll, and
If you're on Spotify.
if you're on Spotify, and I'll see you next time.
See ya.